Here comes a new challenger!
All right, guys, so I guess I'm going to give my 2 cents in this whole Batman debate or talk. It's basically to say this. Look, the guy's comic book origin had guns. He was known to have guns. He killed people from here and there. And then the comic authority stepped in to make this strawman argument that the film Justice League had to be based on the core Justice League or the canon Justice League. Is a weird strawman argument to build of all the strawman arguments, in the sense that in no media outside of the comic books has there been a true telling of Batman. Anything voiced by the legendary Kevin Conroy was never a true adaptation. If you have been a fan of what I'm putting down over here on this TikTok or over on my YouTube, you know I say this all the time, that Zack Snyder is a far better picture taker or director of photography than he is a director, in my opinion. His take on Superman was never my favorite, but I got the idea of what his finish line was going to be. His Superman had to kill to understand the weight and the damnation that came from killing, and why he does not kill. Also, the mind effery that goes on with Clark is he's basically his race's executioner. What Zack does is set his Superman up to do the 12 labors of Hercules, or in this case, the 12 labors of Superman. He had to go through all of this mental mind games and mental abuse to where the world seemed like it was against him. Everything his father told him would happen, happened. Because of personal tragedy and rush studio interference, we will never know how Zack Snyder's Clark was going to become this beacon of hope. He was kind of like just rushed and pushed into it by the time we got to Justice League. Now we jump over to his Batman. You see, his Batman is at the end of his rope. His friends have died. Crime is at its highest. Nothing he's doing is working out. This Batman has literally turned his back on humanity. I believe had the Snyderverse continued in the way that it was going to continue, we would have had a conversation between Batman and Superman. You see, Batman looks at Superman and he knows that he's the better person. I can put many slides in this and all the other good stuff where Batman has admitted this or said things similar to it, but it would have been a conversation where maybe Superman had told Batman, like, you can't go around killing, and Batman goes to Superman, like, you can't judge me. You've killed. I've seen you kill. You killed Zod. And Clark could have told Batman, yes, but you've killed indiscriminately. I've killed to save lives. And maybe in true Thanos fashion, he could have said, yeah, you know, that family that I saved, well, guess what? Little Billy or little Tiffany are now on their way to MIT. He says, the life I took, I can never bring back. The life I took was a sacrifice. I sacrificed my legacy because I believe in the good of the people of this planet. You, Bruce, are seeking vengeance, not justice. And maybe a writer could have made that better and more epic in some kind of way. But I think Clark, as he is in the comic books, would have been that beacon of hope that rejuvenated Batman to put him back on the straight and narrow. Or is it arrow? I never know. That being said, bud, if a hopeless Clark and a dark Superman isn't what you like, I'm sorry to say, but you're about to get more of it. You see, these two stories in which James Gunn's adapting from, even his Supergirl, are adapted from comic books in which our Kryptonians are at their wits' end. All-Star Superman is all but accepting his death, that he's not going to be around. Kingdom Come Superman has to be bargained with to come out of retirement. He has since turned his back on humanity. He doesn't believe anymore. He's not hope. He has to be convinced that humanity is worth fighting for. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, she's literally in space trying to find herself because she doesn't have hope for herself. She doesn't know where she stands in the new world. And don't get me started about Batman. Batman is basically not mentioned in All-Star Superman. And then in Kingdom Come, he's also really dark. So if Dark Batman is not the Batman you want, I don't know what you're gonna do with this new James Gunn interpretation. Heck, Robert Pattinson's version of Batman is even darker. I mean, like, geez Louise. He's not beating up people for justice. Now, he likes that shit. Truly, Ben Affleck has been our best Batman in any adaptation. That's just my opinion. And look, picking on Jason Momoa's Aquaman is a weird take in the sense nobody would take canon Aquaman seriously. I mean, this guy walking around screaming outrageous, like it's crazy. I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments below. As usual, follow, like, share, all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you guys later.